How's it going, Ranger fans? Eggo the Visual Culturist back again with another Heroes of the Grid unboxing. This time we're checking out the Bulk and Skull character pack. So as you can see, Bulk and Skull have been turned into Rangers in dire circumstances. So let's take a look at the box. You know, we got, this is a small 2 character pack, so again, very small. We get 2 Ranger figures, 2 combat cards, 2 character cards, I'm sorry, 20 combat cards, 2 Zord cards. Very nice. Behold the purple and orange Rangers. Meet the 2 newest Power Rangers, Bulk and Skull. That's right, desperate times call for desperate measures. With the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers captured, Zordon has called 2 very unlikely heroes into action. These 2 teenagers with even more attitude are Angel Grove's only hope. So we can see we got Bulk on one side, Skull on the other. I like how his suit is a little too loose and his is a little too tight. Again, they've always been the comedic relief, so it'll be interesting to see how they play. But let's go ahead and get this open so we can check it out. By the way, quick question while everyone watches while I open this. I hope the Kickstarter box doesn't really distract you guys from this box. The only reason I have it is it gives me a lot more, a better angle for the camera. Also just easier for me to handle. So again, if it distracts having this on top of this box, these past few videos, let me know and I'll remove it going forward. What I really wish I had is a Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, you know, desk mat. That would be awesome. There we go. Very nice. Gonna put this off to the side. So let's go ahead and open it up. And what do we have? Ooh, wow. We're greeted to a 2019 fall catalog, which is a very nice looking book. I recognize Scott Pilgrim. Power Rangers, of course. Okay, looks to be a small little book of everything that's in the Renegade games library. Okay, Kitty Paw, Fireworks, Bubble Tea, you know, goes on and on. They have a lot more stuff than just Power Rangers, believe it or not. Pretty cool. There is a wealth of board games that you can get. You know, they got something for everybody. Power Rangers just happens to be that game for me. Yeah, just flipping through, so pretty cool. Lots of stuff, lots of stuff. I'm pretty sure all of these are, you know, people will tell you that they're fantastic games. Maybe one day I'll get branch out of Power Rangers, try some new ones, but until then, it's Power Rangers for me. Okay, here's what we're used to seeing. Here's the strictly Power Rangers advertisement. So, power up your game. Heroes of the Grid, Shattered Grid expansion. Cyclopsis, Megazord, Villain Pack, Ranger Dice. And of course, Shattered Grid, go read your comic storyline, get your trade paperbacks, you know, for any local game store, for any local comic shop, all that jazz. And then here we go. We got a Volkmeyer, Skulovich, if I remember correctly. Their combat deck, their Zords. Let's go ahead and prop those out. Oh, was there no? Okay, wow. That was just clasped on there. I like it. So again, I'll be showing the miniatures off in a different angle where you can see a lot more detail and stuff, better lighting, all that jazz. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna put this up. Close this box. Dust came somewhere. Came out of nowhere. I'm gonna have this here. I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve these really quick. Should be quick. It's only for 2 Zords, 2 character cards, and a 20 card combat deck. So give me a second and we'll come right back. So here we are with Farkas Bulkmeyer, the Mighty Morphin Purple Ranger, whose character ability is Big Bully. Once per battle, you may verbally insult one enemy card, then discard 1 card from your hand to deal 1 damage to that enemy card. We also have the Baconodon Zord card that reads, exhaust this card when any ranger suffers damage to increase that damage by 1. Then deal 3 damage to an enemy card of your choice. We have 2 copies of Big Pig Energy, which is a 0 energy cost maneuver that reads, gain 1 energy. The next time you perform an attack during this battle, add 2 dice to that attack. After you play this card, place it on top of your deck instead of discarding it. We have 2 copies of Fight Dirty, which is a 0 energy cost reaction that reads, play this card when any other ranger suffers damage to increase that damage by 1. Then roll 2 dice and deal that much damage to an enemy card of your choice. Next, we have 2 copies of Hip Check, which is a 0 energy cost 3 dice attack that reads, after you resolve this attack, suffer 1 damage for each miss result rolled. We have 2 copies of Fist Bump, which is a 1 energy cost 3 dice attack that reads, offer a fist bump to another ranger in your location. If they accept, deal 1 damage to an enemy card of that ranger's choice. Next, we have Cockroach Combo, which is a 1 energy cost 2 dice attack that reads, another ranger may discard 1 card from their hand to add 2 dice to this attack. If that card is named Cockroach Combo, add 4 dice instead. And we have Power Bomb, a 2 energy cost 2 dice attack that reads, after you resolve this attack, flip this card into the combat sequence from a height of at least 12 inches, or 1 foot. When it lands, deal 3 damage to each enemy card it touches. Very interesting to say the least. Next, we're going to take a look at Skull. So here we have Eugene Skulovich, the Mighty Morphin Orange Ranger, whose character ability is Wingman. Once per battle, when another ranger defeats an enemy card, you may offer them a high five. If they accept, that ranger may choose 1 card from their discard pile and return it to the bottom of their deck. His Zord is the Featherdactyl. Exhaust this card to allow any ranger to choose any number of cards from their discard pile and return them to the bottom of their deck. That ranger must then discard an equal number of cards from the top of their deck. We have 2 copies of Chansey Chop, which is a 0 energy cost 2 dice attack that reads, before rolling, choose evens or odds. If the number of hit results you roll matches your choice, gain 1 energy, and then return this card to your hand instead of discarding it. Next up, we have 2 copies of Fight or Flight, which is a 0 energy cost reaction that reads, play this card when any ranger suffers damage to flip a coin. If heads, deal 2 damage to an enemy card of your choice. If tails, reduce that damage by 2. Next up, we have 2 copies of Finger Guns, which is a 0 energy cost special attack that reads, point at one of 2 enemy cards and say, pew pew. This attack deals 2 damage, divided as you choose between those enemy cards. Next, we have 2 copies of High Five Strike, which is a 1 energy cost 1 die attack that reads, offer a high five to another ranger in your location. If they accept, that ranger may immediately play 1 card, reducing its energy cost by 1. Next, we have Cockroach Combo, which is a 1 energy cost 2 die attack that reads, another ranger may discard 1 card from their hand to add 2 dice to this attack. If that card is named Cockroach Combo, add 4 dice instead. And finally, we have Power Nap, which is a 2 energy cost maneuver that reads, roll 5 dice. For each hit result, any ranger may choose 1 card from the discard pile and return it to the top of their deck. So here we are. This is the Bulk and Skull character pack sculpted figure showcase. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Purple Ranger Bulk. As you can see, very nice. His power suit, his ranger suit, doesn't quite make it over his belly, but he is transformed. a purple ranger, which there aren't many of, but there are a few. You can see some of the creases and bulges and stretches to fit our ranger. Very nice. Just a, all around. I guess you could say if you could take a silly idea and go as serious or as full force as you could, 100% into it, this would be Bulk. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our second ranger, which is Skull. So here we have Skull. The only orange ranger I think there is. And he's kind of got the direct opposite problem of Bulk, where his ranger suit is a little... He can't quite fill it in. It's sagging in places. He could use a little more muscle, maybe. A little on the lean side, but, he's got his signature scarf, his ascot handkerchief, whatever you would like to call it, around his neck. Very, very cool. Very different, very unique. Yeah, just fun. Nice to have. I'm glad it exists, kind of a thing. These two rangers are very fun to use. They're definitely best in a pair, but really good sculpt. Hopefully we get more, unique rangers like this in the future, but that's going to pretty much do it for the Bulk and Skull character pack sculpted figure showcase. So here we are. That was Heroes of the Grid Bulk and Skull character pack unboxing. Very interesting tag team. They definitely play up the tag team duo. Some of their big hitting cards are definitely dependent on them being together, so they should work definitely in tandem. They seem fun though. Very, very interactive with the actual play space, as in like one player interacting with another player. They seem interesting. The Zords kind of have me, well, the Featherdactyl, replacing your deck with cards you choose. Actually, no, I get it. I guess it's more straightforward than I thought. Very interesting. I have one friend who's definitely looking forward to playing as them, at least incorporating them in my next stream of Heroes of the Grid. By the way, if you're interested in checking that out, I stream tabletop games every Sunday on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Eggo the Visual Culturalist. I'm going to be doing a Heroes of the Grid, another live play. Maybe I'll check out some more content, maybe give them a test drive before I do another stream with some friends. But yeah, very interesting. I'll have to see how often they get chosen in rotation. But there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed seeing their cards, seeing the box. Like I always say, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell to stay up to date on all videos I post. I'm currently making my way through unboxing every single Heroes of the Grid expansion for the board game line, so stay tuned from that. I have plenty more to come. Otherwise, I've been Eggo the Visual Culturist, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, Ranger fans.